All right, so I'm going to show you some cool online tools that you can use as a school counselor to keep your online learning really engaging and fun. So the first one that I'm going to start with is Canva. And again, you guys seen me use this before. I use it for a variety of things. It's really great tool. So what I do with it is I make flyers, I make posters, I make a lot of cool visuals that go along with what I'm doing for my counseling program. So what I started doing specifically last year is anytime I would do a lesson, I would create a flyer that would match the content of what we were talking about. So this one in particular, I was talking with the lower grades, kindergarten through second, about different ways or different emotions. So when we got done with the lesson, we talked about these type of things already during the lesson, but I would print these off, create giant posters of them. We have a poster maker at our school, and I was able to post it in the hallway by the restroom. That way they're seeing it every day and it's reinforcing the lesson that I already did with them. The next tool that I want to show you about is Padlet. Now, Padlet is a really great resource for getting either feedback or getting, children's thoughts on things. So I'm going to go to where it says make a Padlet, and they tell you can make so many different types of visuals with the responses. So typical one everybody uses is a wall. All right, so this is what a wall would look like. So this is one response, but other kids could go in, they could add responses, and it would just create a wall of different things based on the response that you asked them for. So up here, you could ask them a question to answer, and then down here, they would answer those questions. So again, it's a great way to get multiple students' feedback without it just being raise your hand and answer it type of format. The next tool I want to show you is Flipgrid. So here is a sample one that I created. You get on there and you create either a prompt question or a prompt statement. And what the students will do is, like they say here, use a 2-minute response to share what you think bullying is. So I believe Flipgrid gives them up to 3 minutes to respond on topic, maybe even 5. But what they would do is they would start a recording response on what they think about this. So afterwards, it creates a wall of all your responses from all of your students. So then even students could go in and look at other people's responses, play those, and kind of give some feedback on that. So again, another great way to get multiple or get everybody to respond, and then some points for students to give feedback or hear other people's opinions. Another resource I want to show you is Quizlet. Now, Quizlet has been around for a long time. If you've used Quizlet before, you may only know it as like a flashcard type of resource. Like you put vocab words on there, and then on the other side, it's supposed to give you the definition. But they have some really cool functions as well. They have a matching system to where you go in, it has all your vocab words, and then you can match them uh, together. So let me see. Right. So that would be a game that they could play, but still learning. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you another one. They have a cool game called Gravity, where basically they have to answer or match the card with its definition quickly. And they only get so many tries, or an asteroid comes onto the planet or something like that. So you would answer, you type in your answer, and that's how you play the game. But then they started just a couple years ago, Quizlet Live, which is awesome and I really like. It's very similar to Kahoot. However, the difference is they allow you to play in the same function, but with teams. So say you have 3 or 4 people that you want to put on a team, they all have the answers to a question within like someone on their team has the answer to that question. So they have to work together and collaborate in order to get the right answers for. Students really seem to get into competition games. So again, that Quizlet Live is a great resource to use for that. But again, like I said, you can use Kahoot, you can use What is the other one? Quiz is. Those are other great things. I just think based off of what you want the activity to be, that would be how you would choose between those three platforms. Now, the last one I want to show you, I love wholeheartedly. It's called Mentimeter. Let me see if I go back to the home page. Okay, so it's called Mentimeter, and I really love it because it does a lot of what I've already showed you in these platforms all together. So let me see. Matter of fact, let me go and show you this. Okay, so Mentimeter is very similar to Pear Deck if you're familiar with that. What you do is you have a code up top and you give that code to the students and they will log into your presentation. I like that you have a lot of different things that you could do on each slide. So let me go to the next slide to show you. All right, so they have what I believe they call like a scroll. And you can ask them questions about what they know, and it will scroll up almost like a teleprompter. You can have, like I said, your regular slides, but then you can also create quizzes on here. So, like I said, on this one, you ask a question, they have several responses, and then it tells them immediately who got the questions right, who got them wrong. You also can do polls on here. Just trying to show you different type of things that you could do. Polls, you can put videos in there now. You can create quotes. Quotes. You could put scales on there to see if they understand the learn. I believe that's my last one. As more like open-ended questions, again, quizzes. At the end, they kind of show you like who won the game. So, like I said, I really like this one because it incorporates a lot of what a lot of these platforms try to do, and it puts it all into one space. The only thing about Mentimeter is you can only make about 3 for free, and then you would have to pay for using their services. But again, these are really great things to use in your classroom lessons if you're trying to keep it engaging.